Wow. Happy Aloha Friday, everybody. It is Valentine's Day, February 14th, 2025. And I'm doing a Happy Aloha Friday stream because this seems to be the day that I've really been able to focus on doing a stream. So I want to welcome you to the Avocado Show. If you're seeing this on YouTube as a VOD, thanks for dropping by. Hope you enjoy what's on here. This is courtesy of all the guests that are here today now live in the stream. Who are making suggestions and boosting suggestions with donos and stuff. So, and of course, whatever craziness happens in between, if you have a Discord account or something, you can join me on Discord. Join us. It's an us thing on Discord where we have bingo set up for as many mistakes as I make. You can win a bingo and various prizes, not yet determined. But that's my story and I'm sticking to it. So. What we're going to start off with is our infamous Wheel of Cheese, and then, like usual, I've got donos backed up. I even have a $40,000 redemption coming in as well from Swisher. And so we're going to have ourselves a bit of fun here. For those of you who are very first time here, and you want me to possibly listen to one of your tracks, there is a form at the top of the chat. Go ahead and fill it out there. And remember, nothing over 7 minutes in that Wheel of Cheese form. Otherwise, it gets automatically punted. But it gives you an opportunity to maybe get your song listened to when I spin the Wheel of Cheese, as you're about to witness. That's what we're doing. So, Beetroot, how are you? Welcome. Okay. Oh, it's now dollar donos? Okay. I like that. I was going, wow. Oh, it's not. It's now not dono done it. Okay, $40,000. Yeah, I knew it. Okay, so let's start with the Wheel of Cheese, guys. You guys ready for the Wheel of Cheese? We're doing the Wheel of Cheese. Let's see who we got here. Let me prep us here. This is not the up-to-date wheel list right here. I've got to go ahead and do a little refresher here. We're going to start with Queso Pobre, and that's a big fat Wheel of Cheese. No, we'll start with Queso Nuevo. That's our new people, people who are the first-timers on the forum, or close to first-timers get the opportunity before Queso Pobre, which is our seasoned veterans here, our usual suspects on the stream. So let's go ahead and do some Queso Nuevo. And let's see here. Let me change this up for a second. Let's get us ready. Let's see how many people are here. What? Come on! I got 3 new people here on Queso Nuevo, so the chances are pretty good. So if you're still here, and you see your name there, you got to jump in and say hi. I'm just saying. I know, right? Can you imagine can you imagine losing this? Oh my God, the pressure, doll. Here we go, guys. You ready? Let's go. Oh, Price came in and said hi. New viewers. Uh-oh. Oh, I had nothing to do with that. But you did have a 1 in 3 chance of winning. So you won, Price J24. Fixed. I know, right? These guys. So let's see what Price wants us to check out here for our very first. Let me see here. We're going to be listening to is it hip hop? I guess so. It says hip hop, but I think it's Death Grips. Isn't that a metal band? I don't know. This is why I just click and listen. The name of this track is Death Grips. The song is Takyon. Or Takyon, and the message is, hey Jeeves, I just recently started watching your content and absolutely love it. Thank you. I appreciate the broad range of music you have reacted to. I'm not sure if you've been exposed to Death Grips before, but buckle up. I like the warning. Did we do a Death Grips though? Did we not, guys? Somebody remind me because I'm old and I can't remember. Something like that, if we did a Death Grips? I'm not too sure. Well, let's start it. The Avocado Show with the Wheel of Cheese. Price, you're the winner. Let's go.
Atomic penetration, rapid fire through your skull. Shot it on when taking it back to the days of trying to lose control.
It's kind of have rage vibes, yeah.
Racing through my bones, oh shit, I'm feeling it. Takyon! Hell yeah, fuck yeah, I feel like
or am I way off?
Takyon! Alright, that's not what it's like to experience. Takyon! Out of the blue, into the bag, door coming through like fuck, what was that? Pain on over to make me feel so heated that we creeping out showing you jazz. Shit from below, give a shit if you know, cause even
Beastie Boys too. Yeah, a little bit of an edge on that. A little bit of a.
We make beats cash. Till bleed to death each track. Epileptic sees every head we crack. Like EPMD snapping nexus, we tap energy from everything on and off the map. Oh shit, I'm feeling it. Takyon. Hell yeah, fuck yeah, I feel like killing it. Takyon.
I love the creativity with the beat production. They're not using standard traps and hip hop beat tones and stuff.
But they can't cause it's way too shit. How to make a hater disappear. Take shit where it ain't never been. Fuck what you thought, could not comprehend this shit if I fist your brain with a 10. 9, 8, 7, 666, 5, 4, 2, 3.
I love that section there. It almost sounds very marching bandish. As a matter of fact, it sounds like that's the basis of it. Because I'm hearing snare. You like? Price, when was the original release date of this? Phone tone. You know, I really appreciate that kind of industrial use of percussion with the blending of that kind of pseudo march band kind of vibe that was in there. The cadence of everything, since I'm not anywhere near a hip hop aficionado and stuff, I just respond to things that I hear, did kind of remind me of the earlier years of hip hop. So the Beastie Boy style, perhaps, maybe a little Rage Against Machine essence of certain things. But I really dug the fact that they took that kind of turn. I think Lisa had said earlier that, you know, these guys do the experimental hip hop, so taking different elements always and trying to blend them to make these unique, you know, basic tracks percussively for them to rap over. But the cadence of the rap did give me that Beastie Boys kind of vibe. So, yeah, I dug the track. I also love the little rubbery bass bottom end. I mean, that was actually a really important part of the track to give it melodic context, was the holding of that lower kind of pseudo dubstep-ish kind of bottom bass line thing. I thought that was cool. Price, thanks a lot. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the game. One more. I hope you guys don't have cough on the bingo, because that's like an automatic. You should just put that as the center square, because you know it's going to happen. Okay, let's go for queso pobre. Let's see how fat our slices are today, peoples. We got peoples. And let's see what we got here. Oh, wow, this is a mellow day. All right, are you guys ready? We be cheesing the speenie. Snake, you're such a clown. All right, here we go. Who's it coming into? It's going to be... Oh, Muse, almost. Extreme Wrecker X. All right. Extreme Wrecker X. Let's see what you want here. You should show up fairly high here on the... let's see. There you are. Okay, it's time for some progressive music. Frog-a-doodle-doo. And this band... Oh, I've done something from this band. I have. The artist, Spock's Beard. I always thought that was a super unique name for a band. Let's do this. This is from Dream Wrecker X. You won on the Wheel of Cheese. Thank you. If you're still here, drop it and say hi. Just say hi. Make yourself known, you know, because, like, here's your track. So let's do that. All right. Chicken. I automatically went to turn it up. I heard the acoustic guitars. I got all excited. Ooh.
I thought I'd come to you and say all the things I had on my mind. I thought it might be really great to show you how I feel inside. Then I think, maybe not.
Oh my God, that bass. Cheesy upright piano for the win. Ooh, I love that Hammond vibe. So if this was if I was gonna A/B this, I'd say this is like Rush meets Yes. How do you feel about that? Oh, this section just knocked it out of the effing park. Especially this vocal thing we just heard. So yes. I think one of the reasons why I kind of lean into a little bit of the Rush thing is the emphasis that the bass has and the kind of tone manipulation. I mean, think about it, this section, the bass is carrying us.
I thought I'd come to you and say everything within my heart. Just can't look the other way and wait for us to grow apart.
Nice production dynamics. They bring us back down here. They're like, hey, let's just get control of your mind again. I'm not laughing at it, I'm laughing with it. Just super eclectic, artsy-fartsy arrangements that work very well. Boy, this arranger was working something out of his system. John Anderson and the rest of you has to jump out in the video.
I thought I'd come to you and say all the things I had on my mind.
What a badass freaking track. Shadow Lane, I fully agree with you on the fact that it's all over the place, but it's really bold and super badass. And for those of us that enjoy this kind of, you know, enraged joy, you know, we call this cake fireworks. It was very palatable, very well arranged, but it was almost like the arranger of this track, especially the string section, was like exercising some demons of sorts. Not bad demons, just a lot of conversation going on in there, especially that string passage that we heard there. It was just, damn. and it's contained and very well written. I think Lisa had mentioned something about Wayward Son, On My Wayward Son vibes. That I definitely got that, but I think though part of that had to do with the engineering and the fact that organ was kind of up in our higher end of listening experience. So anytime there were single note things and riffs that were going on there, and especially in the context of more organic, authentic, analog style mixing. Does that make sense? I don't know. So listening to this track was almost like diving into a nostalgic era. I don't know when this was released on here on YouTube 15 years ago, but before that, I don't know when this was released. But and like I said earlier, when I kind of went, I just had a brain fart. It's happening. Oh, when I went in and I'm thinking to myself, there's some Rush influence in it. I think too, I was affected by the engineering decision in the track where the bass really had a powerful presence throughout the whole track, especially with the tone. Therefore, I think I'm going, yeah, I could see Getty doing this. Go Getty it. Getty up. Oh, that was so bad. All right, guys, now we are done with our Wheel of Cheese. We are now going into our donos, but we're catching up for our first few donos that happened, came in late on the 8th. And then we get into today's donos. Of course, we do it by level of dono. But first, we're actually going to start with Shadow Dane. And Shadow Dane, I saw you here. You hear somebody. You here somewheres. I noticed you here. So Shadow Dane, first of all, thank you. That was a very kind and generous donation a few days ago. I appreciate that. And so let's see what Shadow Dane would like us to check out. Let's see. We are going to be listening to a band called Caravan Palace. The song is City Cook. I discovered this band from France recently and really fell in love with them. They could probably fall into a few different genres, but electro swing fits pretty well for this song. I've never heard of electro swing, so this is going to be a first for me, or at least experiencing it based on that kind of genre description. So, Shadow Dane, thank you so much. Once again, that was a very kind and generous dono, and we are going to be checking this out. Let's go.
Not like that, chef.
Hey, so what?
I like this. Really nice and tight. Very rhythmic. Yeah, it's very groovy, very Dafty Duck. I wonder if this is a hook or the bridge. So that was the hook. But what are we listening to that's taking us through this? Is that... That's a through and through this whole arrangement. Shadow Dane, where was it that you first heard this? It's in France? Some fun old-time bebop-y samples, or not samples, but... Electro-clavy there, going all over the place. I really dig the vocals on this. even how they're processed. Super fun bass line too. Super clever track, and I can see why you like it so much. One of the things that I enjoy about it is that when these genres come up, the EDM style and the dance or the raves or the house, or usually in my mind, for some reason, because I'm just not that seasoned in listening to tracks like that, I'm thinking, if I'm really going to get that deeper kick sound or that vibe. One of the things about this track that pulled me in, and I believe I may have was able to listen to it with a different set of ears, is I really dug the engineering on it. There was nothing within it that was percussively really punching out on it, so you had a bunch of these really fun little nuanced percussive arrangements going there, and they all kind of had that lo-fi kind of vibe. Apparently this was released 11 months ago. Very successful, almost 800,000 views, but I could see it being a very, very broad appealing track. And it does. It sets you in this really just kind of cool, fun, fuzzy, like all good thing without tapping into it being like too dance, too rave, too house or something like that. But that's what I got out of it, Shadow Dane. And once again, thank you so much. That was very generous of you. I really do appreciate it. And thanks for dropping that track on us. A lot of people here liked it. You see, we have clappage. Okay. Let me see. Next up, we have A Coral Reefer. A Coral Reefer. Have you come back? Are you here with us? A Coral Reefer. All righty. Yeah, that's what it was. That's how I was struggling to find that other part of the genre. I just want to skip back to it. Yeah, kind of a ragtime swing EDM vibe. That's what I was thinking. That when I was thinking nostalgia, but ragtime. Thank you, Aman. Helping me out, kicking some of my neurons around things. So let's see here. We have here from A Coral Reefer, and also thank you for the kind donation. This is from the game Deus Ex, Mankind Divided. And the name of this track apparently is the main menu theme. Here's another Deus Ex. I don't know how to say that. Du. This time is the main theme when you first boot up the menu. Quite calm and zones you out. Not much to say other than that. I like quite calm and zones you out. I've been needing a lot of that lately. Let me have something that I've got. I'm running out of my gummies. I'll listen to this track instead. All right, guys. Let's do this. This is from A Coral Reefer. Maybe that has something to do with the choice of song, A Coral Reefer. I don't know. I'm just saying. Let's go. Honestly, being that I don't know what the game is about, but I can see it's kind of a dark, cyber, vibe-ish thing. This is a great piece of music for the menu. go. A little build and some kind of arpeggiation to get the anxiety going before you enter the game. I mean, that's how I'm figuring it, being that this is open game menu track. I love it. It's so otherworldly. I mean, I'm going to take it that's what the composer wants to give us. We're leaving our present world as we look at the menu and get ready to get into this other world. So maybe this is one of those tracks as an opening game menu that maybe loops and might cycle through. Obviously, you can, because I remember when I first started playing video games in the more modern era, and my first time I got the Xbox 360 in 2000, and Halo was my very first game of the new era of video games. And I remember there's times like I would be setting up Halo or getting into the game, and I get a phone call or something. Or I get distracted, but let it just play. And it was something that never bothered me, like in the background having the music play. This was one of those tracks for me and for my likings, at least, as far as ambient, ethereal, otherworldly, get into another vibe kind of thing. Like this could have just kept looping, and I could actually probably just keep this, like for instance, if I can make just any less sense than I do at the moment, is to take a track like this and actually just put it over something like one of those, like, what do you call those pictures? Dark halls or something? You know, where it looks like you're looking at endless halls and stuff, and it kind of puts you in that space. And like that kind of thing could have looped right through it, you know, and done really, done its own magic musically without it being associated with the game as well. So it was very well written. So, yeah. Thank you so much. He didn't show up. You didn't show up for the stream right now, did you? Anyhow, it doesn't matter. You know this is going to be on the VOD. I'm just telling you. Yeah, like well, I don't know if it's an infinity mirror thing. What's it? Not an infinity mirror. It's like, I don't know. I've been studying something lately with music. It's called, oh my God, luminal composition. I don't know what it is. Anyhow, it could be halls. Oh, there it is. Liminal space. You see? Aha! Thank you, Psycho Dan Ancho. That's what I'm talking about. Liminal space. Thank you. Yeah. So. And funny enough, all that stuff that I put on Sounds of Tranquility channel is, like, I was kind of doing that already without knowing I was doing it, except I was putting the images were like moving things of galaxies. And I can actually re-release all that stuff with these other things, but then I don't own any of the thing, and I don't want to go into, you know, BSing anybody or stealing or chat GTPing or anything. So anyhow, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. But liminal spaces are really, really super cool, and this would have been very fitted for that. Yes, I agree with you, Aman. All right, we have 2 more to go from the 8th, and then we are going to catch up on today's donos from top down. Next up is the driver. The driver, are you in the house? Can you hear that boom when it drives by? Can you hear that obnoxious shit? Jesus. Okay. The boom. I know. So let me see. The driver. Today we're going to be doing a band called Goodbye June. The name of the song is Oh No. So here's his little message here. Goodbye June is known for fusing hard rock with gospel blues twist. Another song of theirs, Liberty Mother, was featured in Need for Speed, Payback, which has a Las Vegas-like setting. As much as I like doing illegal speeds and drum and bass soundtrack, there's no denying that rock is a suitable genre to listen to while being chased by the National Guard for doing 200 miles an hour in a residential area. Oh yeah, that'll do it. So he says this song comes from their very first album, Magic Valley. So this is for the driver. This is Goodbye June, and this is Oh No. Thank you so much for your donation, Mr. Driver. And I hope you had a good week. We're ready to tear it apart for the weekend. Let's go. Okay, I'm liking this as the live vibe.
I bet you thought that I would lay down and die. Whoa, no. Demon things spitting in my cup all night long.
Ooh, some real good raw organic rock.
Wheel your tongue at my throne of power. Oh, no. I never for a second thought that I was dead. Oh, no. I never for a second let you into my head. Oh, no.
That was a nice entrance rip there.
I'll take a bow and I'll show you how to survive. I bet you die, you were the love of my life. Whoa, no. I bet you thought that I would lay down and die. Whoa,
God, I like the overall room sound in the mix.
I bet you thought that I would
That
lose
blues
my
walkie
mind.
bass.
Oh, no. I bet you thought that I'd give up tonight. Oh, no. Bleeding knees, but honey, I can still cry. Oh, yeah. I'm going crazy to get out of this hell. Oh, yeah.
I like that. Na-no-na-na-na-na.
I'll take a bow and I'll show you how to survive. I bet you die, you were the love of my life. Whoa, no. I bet you thought that I would lay down and die. Whoa, no.
This is probably some of the best, most raw, organic rock, blues rock, blues rock I've heard in a long time. Yeah, Southern rock, that whole vibe. The church vibes in there as well. Yes. This is so badass. Such a badass track. Also performed live, obviously, seemingly so. But everything about that track, like I said, it's probably one of the best, or at least recent listening, let's say in the last couple of months, authentically rock, Southern rock, blues rock, churchy influence rock I've heard in the last couple of months. That guy's voice is absolutely as raw and cynical as possibly could be with those tones and stuff like that. The thing that I caught in the opening of it, my engineer ears went perk when it sounded like actually the let's just say the faders were down on the toms even though it opened up with the toms. It was like these giant room mics. Maybe I'm looking at the video, looking to see if I could see the stands for these room mics that might be in the corner that might have 87s and stuff. It sounded like the ambiance of the band was taking center stage for the first couple of measures instead of the direct signal. I went, oh wow, what a great choice! And it also made it very raw and rocky vibing. So these guys definitely hit it out of the park with that whole vibe. And like I said, his voice and some of the stuff too also really pulls from the 70s for me, some of the arrangements and stuff. And I think that's when I think of the most ballsiest, rawest, powerful rock. You know, the genesis of it all was that 70s vibe. So, I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm going to put that on a shirt. I don't know. I'm just saying. Okay, one more from the 8th before we start on today's roll. Let's go ahead with the last one. Judgment Kazi. Here you go, buddy. We're on to you. I don't mean we're on to you. I mean we're on to you. We're doing your check. So we're going to be doing something called. Oh wow, we've been doing a run of this, haven't we? Maximum the Hormone. And the name of this one is Dear Vap, VAP. Oh man, this is a long run to read here. I'll get through some of it, and then we'll start the song, and I'll push through this. So, Jeeves, I was listening to the stream the other day and saw you got sent another Maximum the Hormone track, and I figured I had to send you a really important track of theirs. Maximum the Hormone from 2002 to 2018 had been working with the label VAP. Under them, they released every one of their albums except the very first album from Mimi Kajiru, Bite the Ear, and Kusoban. Shit disc and asshole depending on the translation. What? I'm going to skip around here. So while they made the song... oh, no, I got lost. Jesus. In 2018, the band signed with a new label, Warner Media. In honor of their long-standing great relationship with VAP, they made the single and released it to announce the news. During this time, the lead singer, screamer, Daisuke Han, got whiplash. And from singing or from an accident. And the band had to stop touring for a while. Oh, it was serious, probably from an accident or something. Oh, that's a bummer. So while they made the song, they had to step away from being the vocalist. He had to step away, and in this very music video, takes up the drums. Oh, he's playing the drums in this. All right, guys, here we go. This is from Judgment Kazi. Let's do this. All right. Oh, poor guy. He's like... He's killing it. It's like Cyndi Lauper crashed into Green Day. Very much like a Tony Hawk vibe too, like from the very first skating game. Even with the stage performance and stuff, there's a little bit of, the salute to Green Day and all the punk type tracks. They had a little bit more of a pop edge to it. For having whiplash, she's crushing the drums. Another one of the hidden talents of many musicians that we think only play one instrument. You see him on the drums like that. I love the fact that he taped down his switch. The way he's playing it in the video. They're having fun with the video. So that singer there is normally the drummer, and they flip. Good for them. I like that.
I'll be back.
Hey, that's kind of a cool ode to Bap. Like a big thank you. God, that bass player has been just smoking the whole time, man.
Goodbye, my love and Bob. Goodbye, my love and Bob. Goodbye, my love and Bob.
This guy's got a great sense of humor, too. I mean, musicianship, performance talent. I don't know what they're saying, but it sounds cool. I'm gonna listen to it.
じゃなくて大きな声出さないっていうよりもまずデス声とねヘドバン封印するって言ってやってましたけど、
ヘッドバン封印しすぎだしですね。
いやこれマジのやつやから首マジのやつなんやけど、そんでさ。
All right. No more music. I love the track, and it definitely had that Green Day-ish thing going on there, and the fact that there was the interchangeability in the musicianship, where the girl is actually the drummer, and then the singer who was hurt was playing the drums. Funny thing, when I was in a band in junior high school, we were playing Zeppelin and all kinds of stuff. I would actually switch with my bass player when the song Rock and Roll came up. And I would actually play the bass, and he would play the drums because he loved to do that solo. And so, yeah, that was my first real dance with playing bass in a band was like 1975, 74, 75. So the interchangeability came into play in my life once. Anyhow, I really loved the vibe of this track. Everything from the performance, the video was shot well. It was a great, actually, ode to the record company. I thought that was badass. You don't see that a lot. I don't think you ever really see that. A tip to the hat to the old label that got you up there, at least as far as the song's concerned. Musicianship, the guys crushed. The bass player was nailing it. And I just, loved watching, at least in video performance, how, the lead singer, this guy right over here with the little neck brace playing the drums, was actually having fun in the video. So very, very entertaining. So well done, and I really enjoyed the music. But definitely had the Green Day-ish, punky vibe to it, is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So, all right, we are now catching up into current donos. I'm going to start, though, with my 40,000 point redemption. Then I've got Makuzi and Lacrimosa and Hot Chick in a Diaper and Oranai and all kinds of fun coming up. So, but first, we're going to go with Swoosher. Swoosher, are you in the house? Is you with us? 40,000 points, hanging in there that long for that super redemption. I want to thank you so much for hanging out. Everybody say hi to Swoosher. Swoosher wants us to listen to the anime is Haikyu. Haikyu. Haikyu, I believe. The name of the song is Battle of Concepts. And cashing in on his Twitch points. So Swoosher, Thank you so much for hanging out with us through this whole journey. Heidi lurking in the background, cashing in on your Twitch points. Let's go. All right. God, this is a ball crusher too. Very anime. Those composers take all those big chances of really merging genres. Shaking my head because only these composers can successfully mosh up these genres to not only keep the authenticity and power of the rock and the metal, but then of the melodic messaging, if you would. They're masters at that. That's all there is to it. Yeah, I said it. How many of you have watched this particular anime? I'm sorry, OST? Yeah. This is really unique to listen to. This is like the existing arrangement, and they just removed all of the metal because it's in the same exact tempo. See? Now they threw everybody back in. Or the drums, now they'll get the guitars in probably. Ooh, nice addition with the choral work back there. Tricky track to engineer. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Amon. It's this great crossover. Unexpected. I wish the bass was just a little warmer, a little hotter in the mix. The bass player's killing it. The Eddie Dive Bomb. What a punky ass classical track. I don't think those words would have ever expected to come out of my mouth through the history of my existence on this little marble. But supremely, as the composers for these games and animes do, coming out of Japan and stuff, how they are able to manifest keeping the authenticity of that punk rock, grindy work going on there, marry it with orchestral or orchestrated arrangements, and still hold those orchestral arrangements as authentic as possible, and then marry it together without it sounding like it's a forced glam arrangement just because I can. Once again, this is what I've learned about the genres of game and especially anime, is that these composers are masters of that particular genre. I don't hear anything like this ever out of the Western world or the rest of the regions in the world. Let's put it that way. So, I mean, I know that most of, if not almost all, anime and manga and stuff like that originates in Japan and stuff, but they have fortified their creativity as to be one of the most well melded genres I've heard. Full stop. Managing to keep us melodically enhanced with the string and everything, but still keeping us going like this, you know, because of the poundiness of the arrangements, of the rock arrangements, drums, the bass. I wish I would have heard the bass just a little more. Yeah, you know, Kroll, that's true. It is what you would say, that typical Japanese chord progression. But I think that's the earmark, I believe. I'm not sure. Maybe you guys help me with that anime genre. Like, for instance, hypothetically, just because I dick around with it, I want, you know, when I go to Suno and I'm playing around and all of a sudden I see the prompt where it says, you know, what style of music you want. I'm looking at the things they have there. They literally have a prompt that's called anime. And then, so I go, how are they going to do that? And I click on it and let them fire something. I go, I'll be damned. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. You know. You know, so... You know, hats off to them. As a composer, as a music lover, I love it. I love that style of work. Okay, I'm refreshing my data. I know a few people have boasted their donuts, boasted their donos. Jesus, I love my Philamilla. Hey, Makuzia, coming in nice and hot there, like usual. Thank you so much for your kind donation. I hope you're doing well. Did you have a good week? I know you're lurking back there. There he is. Did you have a chill week? Accomplish all the things you wanted to? Kind of looking forward for the weekend? Because I am. I accomplished some cool things this week. But I'm like getting my ducks in a row for my surgery at the end of the month, so I'm like hurrying up to finish that guy's book and all kinds of stuff and blah, 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 blah. Had a decent week, but didn't accomplish much. And didn't plan to anyway. I love that. Makuzia, I so love what you just said there, because I'm becoming an expert in nothing. Not really, but have you guys ever seen that? What was that guy, Matt LeBlanc from Friends, when he did that little bit of the video where he, well, of course, he's a millionaire, he can do nothing, but how much he loves to just do nothing. And he loved to do nothing so much that he decided to extend another year of doing nothing and not wanting to accomplish anything. Nothing has to be out in front of me, you know? All right, guys, let's do this. Makuzia wants us to listen to, we're following it up with some more anime here. This one is Angel Beats. The song is Ichiban no Takaramono. And fits today well with the scene and the songs involved. Fits today well as the scene of the song involves connecting with people through both literal and figurative arts. Oh, I like that. This could be like anime chakra stuff. I don't know. Let's find out. Let's go. Already turning it up. I love the guitar. Beautiful arrangement in the back there. That vocalist. Early up key change. Ability that a lot of these female vocalists in Japan have to do that little yodel up move there is stunning, especially in the tone of their voices and stuff. So buttery, that boo 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 boo. 'Whenever you hear me, see me laugh and stuff, it's usually the bass line. I'm like, yeah. Beautiful lyrics. Yeah, Roadkill, I fully feel what you're saying there, without a doubt. I like how there's a little bit of dirt back there, though. Way in that mix, there's a little bit of that crunch guitar. Vocalists are so freaking emotional in their performance. It's so wonderful to hear. Follow up on that core hook with this instrumental section right here, following the same exact melody. Great production. Jeez. Oh, that vocalist is crushing. That's a well-abused riff there. Beautiful, just a completely emotionally pulling song with the arrangements to adorn every aspect of lifting you and kind of letting you flow through different shifts and key shifts and stuff, and taking you through more of a bolder journey, which, you know, songs that are written like this that are very, well, not like I like songs that are written like this, or blah, 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 but in the sense that, you know, powerful love songs and stuff that want to lift you through their pain, lift you through the joy, or lift you through the celebration of it all. Key changes actually are really fun things to pull off there, because it automatically it catches you, you're sunk in a key, and they go, you know, 2 steps up or something like that, and makes you go, whoop, oh, nice, there's a lift to it. Even if it's not necessarily in positive chord structures and stuff like that. Once again, the ability to blend as the track we were listening to before, the ability to blend the acoustic, a little bit of the crunch in there, the beauty of the dancing, piano and stuff, and the composers and the arrangers did a phenomenal job with the arrangements on this. But I'm going to fall back on my number one thing on this is her voice was just absolutely phenomenal. And I have become such a fan of vocalists that come from that part of the world and their range. And it's not so much of the range that they can sing higher than, but the fact of the matter is that a lot of vocalists from the anime, video game genres and stuff like that, by virtue, I think, of the style of composition and stuff, are always singing in that first soprano, second to first soprano, maybe first alto to first soprano kind of range and stuff, but still having the ability to pull off so many unique vocal dynamics, cracks and pops and yodels and breathiness, and then, momentary distortion, as they glide in and out of it, just like our famous Otto. So I am a tremendous, tremendous, tremendous fan of these kind of vocalists. Makuzia, thank you so much for bringing this. I always get in such a good mood when I listen to tracks like this. It's so uplifting, and uplifting is a good thing today and age, isn't it? So, well, Makuzia, have a great weekend. Don't accomplish anything. Just smile. That's good enough, right? We can accomplish a smile. I like that. That was a good response when I read it. Have a great weekend, my friend, and thank you so much again for your kind donation. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay. Next up, we are going to be listening. Oh, yeah, I'm definitely going to get video blocked or YouTube blocked for this track, so I'm glad you're here for this. Because if I post it on the VOD and nothing pops up, then this is why. But I would like us to listen to some Lady Gaga, Jesus. Lady Gaga, and it's called Abracadabra, Avocado. And so it's a cheeky little boosty. Oh, did you do the cheeky little boosty? Is that how you snuck up there, Oranai? I just read a really quick thing, too. Oranai, are you the one that's getting taken out to lunch or something? Or somebody else? I don't know. Somebody did another cheeky boosty because they're going out on a date. It could be a Valentine's thing. I'm going to ask a really stupid question because I don't know. Is Valentine's Day a global thing? Or is it just an American thingy, I don't know. I don't know. I'm asking because I really, truly don't know. So, it's a global thing. Okay, good. I didn't know. I'm in my bubble. So, anyhow, let's see what Abracadabra is about. Lady Gaga, Oranai, this is for you. Let's go. All right. I'm having a fun time today. I don't know.
The category is dance or die.
She's so wonderfully theatrical. I love it. Good to see videos with old school style power choreography. Great mixing on this. Great choice for the bass tone on this. The bass kind of sweeps in and out. This is an incredibly well-written track, man, when it just comes to all the elements of what is a hit song. I really love watching the video in this, in the cross implementation of dance genres. You have ballet, you have different forms of dance represented in this choreography, and I love that. And you know where I come from on that, right? I love that pseudo kind of dubstep vibey maneuvering here in the tone. Not quite as low and ugly warbly as pure dubstep, but I like the approach. Somehow they encapsulated what's it like when I wake in the middle of the night with a bad dream. I was like, you know, here's the thing. Of course, I've heard of Lady Gaga. Who doesn't? She's this huge, tremendous, you know, star in the galactic music scene, and I haven't watched any of the movies that she's in. I just don't go see movies. It's just not my thing. But I will say everything that I've seen and heard about her at least came into full circle here to how much intense energy she puts into everything from the songwriting, the melody, the words, and one hell of a video performance. She encapsulate, you know, what I think is probably a stratospheric superstar kind of energy. Yet she has this incredible tone of humility that I seem to be catching. Once again, I'm getting, you know, if I get these YouTube sound bites and stuff, you can't really assemble the persona of an individual based off of sound bites unless it's crafted that way. Let's not go into that part of the world. Nonetheless, I find her to be a tremendously humble but incredibly powerfully talented individual. I would never buy any of this music or, you know, make an investment in it because it doesn't really sink into me and my theater of the mind and also, you know, soundtrack of life kind of vibe. But I definitely appreciate everything that goes on in that particular style. And like you guys know, I have an affinity, you know, for great choreography and stuff because of my family history and my brother, which I showed you a couple streams ago. But, you know, he came from that school of, you know, huge dance performances in the Grammys, the Academies, Whitney Houston, and all that sort of stuff, you know. And so that's been a very important part of my life, albeit something over here that my brother was doing. So when I see this and I see the kind of intensity and the meshing and the melding of the genres in that dance performance, different techniques used, I was like, I have an appreciation for that. But Oranai, that was a wonderful track. I loved listening to it. I love the fact that everything is still based around melody. Melody on this track. As simple as some of the background instrumentation was, you know, that's what I think is an extremely powerfully produced track in today's day and age. Wow. I said that without even inhaling. Anyhow, Oranai, thank you so much. Next up is, I got to refresh. I have to refresh. Lacrimosa. Are you here, Lacrimosa? If you are, come in and say hello. If you're not, you come and see me on the VOD, on the YouTube. But hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope you got through your week the way you needed to get through the week, Lacrimosa. And now you're chilling. Hey, wait a minute, Lacrimosa, I believe you're in Southern California. So all that rain came through there. You know, all the mudslides in California area like Malibu, Big Rock, all the way down. You knew that was going to happen, but yes, very much needed too. How funny is that? And I don't say that how funny is that in the devastating way that it's impacting everybody. But a couple of years ago, we had enough water and filled up everything, almost filled up the center of California. And oh my God, I just snorted, and I don't even have an 8-ball in front of me. Anyhow, but yeah, what a travesty to have those gnarly fires, and then right on the heels of it, you got this rain that's just going to wash and just douche the whole mountainside and all that garbage going into the water. So, you know, we always need rain. As a matter of fact, the rain that's supposed to sneak up on me in the next couple of hours is much needed. Lacrimosa wants us to all listen to, is the band named Darkest Hour? I think. Something got flipped here on my script. The song is named Tunguska. And here's the message. Relevant to the most recent video you posted prior to this record, Darkest Hour had much more gritty production. I personally love this album, but my brother couldn't stand this record because he thought the kick sounded too much like the snare. Huh. Now that you put that in my mind, I shall listen to that. To each their own, I suppose. Well, let's find out. Nonetheless, we got some fresh ears. I'm a fresh ear for it. So let's do this from Lacrimosa, and also thank you so much for your kind donation as well. Let's go. Got kind of a blackness to it, yeah? Like kind of a black metal vibe. Ooh, wailing on the harmonics. The backing tracks kill, but they're kind of melodic, yeah? It's giving us the melody to hook onto, regardless of the power play of the vocalist growling. I'm really digging this track, and I think it's because of the musicality of the backing tracks. Such a whimsical melody this guitar is playing. What is kitchen moshing, SP? You're gonna teach me something new there. I love this pull down in the dynamic for us. Alright, I get it, SP. Wow, that was nice. Extremely musical. Lacrimosa, what is the genre of this? Is this kind of a mellow black metal kind of thing? I don't know. It's the arrangements are incredibly musical, but yet have that authentic darkness and heaviness. You know, I just don't know where to peg it. You know? Oh shit! I mean, pin it. There we go. Here we go. Alt the Gates core. Okay. There you go. I like that. Black prog. You know, it's hard to pin a genre. I mean, obviously, because every time I turn around, I get introduced to a new genre. I found that this is that thing that I've talked about in the past, where the main front performer that does the growling or the squeal vocals or the power, ripped vocals, really gets an incredible boost in the performance when the arrangements behind it are very musical. This was an excellent example of that, of it being very much supported by incredibly well arranged, composed, and performed musical arrangements behind it. I think when you were saying the thing about, I think you were saying your brother was a little egged about the fact that the kick and the snare kind of sounded the same. Well, obviously you and I can hear the difference of that. There's a tremendous difference. I think, though, what your brother perhaps might have keyed in, since I decided, okay, let me think about it like his brother might think about it. Where does this sound the same? I think what it is that the high-end EQing of the kick and the snare had a very similar bell shape, like probably at about 8,000 K. And what that means, it's like a little notch that you can kind of craft into it. So it'll be, that kind of thing. So I think there's a similarity to that if your ear keys into that kind of a thing. So that's where I would pull that bit of information. But the track in of itself was extremely musical. And there was some really great guitar. It's hard when you say a guitar solo, because musicians in prog metal and then any subgenre of that have a tendency to really write out their solos really well. So there were a couple things that were really super well done in a solo phrasing. And I was like, oh, that was badass. There was literally a 4-octave kind of 4-fretted pentatonic thing, well, a lot higher than I can get to and stuff. I thought that was really well crafted. It sounded like a practice arpeggiation, but it was really well done. But I love the track. I love the melodic support of it, and so it's still ringing in my head. And it did. Somebody said something about Devin Townsend vibe. It did have a wall of sound kind of vibe to it. I think the Devin Townsend thing does. He does like 4 tracks of that really gives you that. But I hear where you're coming from on that. So Anyhow.